Hey there everyone, it's Wazza here from amninjas.com, and today I've got a very special video for you, and I've got a very special guest, one of my students that have been following stuff that I share in the group and from my website, and his name's Nick. Nick, how you going, man? It's great to have you on here.
Yeah, I'm good, Warren. Thanks for having me on the channel, and hello everyone in the AM Ninjas community. Yeah, it's good to be on the show. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. So today we're going to be talking about affiliate marketing, and we're just going to talk about Nick's journey, because Nick started his journey from joining the group actually about a year ago, about a year and a bit ago.
Yeah. I think I found your Facebook group, Affiliate Marketing Ninjas, about a year and a half ago. And before I found your group, I only knew the word affiliate marketing, but I didn't know anything else. So that was, it was completely fresh start from that point, definitely.
Sweet. So yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit about Nick's story and how he's going with his website since then. I've actually been in a video interview with Nick before on his channel, eBusiness Boss, and we spoke a little bit about the stuff that I was doing and still do. So it's good to sort of jump on and have a chat with you again. And it's good because I get to see a lot of people in my group, and I get to sort of talk to them by email and video like this sort of thing. It's sort of really stimulating. I love doing this sort of stuff. So it's great to have you on, Nick.
Thank you.
Can I just get you to introduce yourself sort of again, and sort of what you've sort of done, a bit about your background and sort of how you came across, it doesn't have to be about internet, like affiliate marketing, but what you sort of done leading up to.
Yeah, definitely. So guys, I really was working a job for years that I did quite like, but I didn't love, and I didn't have a passion for it. So about 3 years ago now, I quit my job because I'd started up a business selling physical products online, basically on websites like Amazon, our own websites. And it got to a point where me and two of my friends, we each quit our jobs because the business was in a place where it could sustain and pay us all what we needed to earn, to live. So really, I'm an e-commerce seller, but went full time about 2 years ago now. So that was my background and almost introduction into making money online, basically. And that's where we decided to start our YouTube channel and another blog we've got called eBusiness Boss, which ebusinessboss.com, and the YouTube channel, it documents a lot of what we're learning about, selling on Amazon, about, affiliate marketing like this. But about a year or so into the journey, I started to read about affiliate marketing and found Warren's Facebook group. And honestly, joining his Facebook group changed the course of the next 18 months for me, because I suddenly realized, wow, I've got a real interest in, trying to build an affiliate website. So we started another affiliate blog, and I won't give the niche away because I want to try and protect it. But basically we started that blog, and I just followed all of Warren's guidance and his advice, all of his free content on his YouTube channel. In the Facebook group is probably the place I found the most value, because in his Facebook group, you can just ask a question. So, and Warren, the majority of the time, will actually answer himself. But there's so many people in the group, the moderators are great, that come and just answer your questions. So by using that group, I learned to build a website again. And it's now at a point where last month we hit over $1,000 for the month off this one site. So it's an amazing milestone, and I really just wanted to almost catch up with Warren. So I was so happy you invited me on, because we're about a year down the line now, and I'm loving it. It's difficult at times, but that's a little bit of background information on me.
Awesome, excellent. Yeah, no, congratulations on hitting that milestone too. I know a lot of people sort of, they think, oh, is it possible? Or like to some people it might not be a massive amount of money, like some of the stories that you hear, but you got to remember, like, you're doing this sort of part-time as well, because you got your main business you do. But the other thing is, for some people that's a lot of money too. So like if you're making $1,000 $5,000 or $500, for example, each month.
Yeah.
For some people, it's going to be different. That might be a bit of a side income. It might be a full-time income for some people, depending where you live. But yeah, I think that's great. And I've watched you sort of grow, and
Yeah.
I've kept an eye on your site, because Nick actually documents everything that he does, him and his business partners, on his website, eBusiness Boss. And it's really good how you're doing that. I think that's a really good move, because you can sort of document what you're doing, and you can go back and sort of look and keep sort of like a record of everything. And it's good for other people to jump on and have a look as well, and sort of get an idea of what you're doing. Yeah, so I reckon that's really good.
I appreciate that. It's hard because obviously, you know, you've got eBusiness Boss, you've got the affiliate site I started, and we've got our Amazon business. But I can't tell you guys how many times I felt, you know, fed up and a bit sort of discouraged by maybe not seeing results. And it really did take about 12 months until I started to see any sort of real action, any real movement. So, and all of it, and I say it time and time again, is a credit to Warren's group and Warren's guidance, basically. Yeah, you should definitely put out a paid course, because I would 100% buy it. Even now, what I know, if the value you give out for free is as good as it is, well, yeah, no. So thank you again for helping me to that milestone.
No problems at all. And it's, you know, I really like people who take action, and the ones that, you know, like, I could be putting all the information out there in the world, and if no one's taking action on it, then it's just sort of useless. So I love it when people, like, I get people emailing me all the time, you know, like, you know, thanking me for sharing the stuff that I have, and they've, you know, just changed their life. Or I had one person, I think they hit 30,000 a month, which was crazy sort of numbers.
Wow.
Using like a foreign language sort of thing, like in foreign markets. But yeah, it's really, that's why, another reason why I like helping people is watching them grow and sort of helping them. And, you know, like, it's better reward than any type of money you can sort of bring in. But I'm too busy to do a paid course at the moment, so it's probably going to be a while if I ever do one.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, so you sort of backtracking, you had your Amazon business, was it?
Yeah.
And you sort of discovered affiliate marketing and wanted to pursue that. And then you sort of build a website up. When you started building that website, sort of how did you come about creating that site? Like, I know you got a lot of the information from the group and things like that. I'm sure other places as well. But how did you come up with the niche, and how did you come up with ideas, and just sort of, so it helps other people that are just getting started or have started?
Definitely. So I actually, again, through your advice, started to think about, okay, what can I actually write about? What pains and struggles have I had? And one I've definitely had was, you know, it was to do with health. So, you know, without giving away the specific niche, I thought, right, there is something here that I can definitely write about. So it was something I'd experienced massive pain with. And I thought, right, well, I can definitely build a website, because instantly my brain knows all the things I struggled with, and maybe what other people might well be struggling with as well. So I started to think about that, and I came up with the idea. And yeah, so I guess I found my niche really by thinking about the things I'd struggled with, and then tried to relate that to things that I thought other people had struggled with. So that was the first step. So I had the idea for the site, and then I decided to actually qualify to see if there was money in that niche, because you might have had, let's say for argument's sake, you also had a health issue, and you decided to write about, you know, the specific disease or problem you had. Well, it might be a very small number of people also struggling with it. So I went and tried to qualify that there was actually search traffic out there relating to the problem. And also I needed to know that there was affiliate products there that I could recommend that could also help my target audience with the problem. So it was like a 3-stage thing. I thought, right, list out a load of things I'm passionate about, that, you know, pains and struggles I've had. Next up, go and qualify that there's actually search traffic out there, that there's enough people searching for it, and the third step of it was making sure there was good affiliate products that I could promote, because one thing I really struggled with at the beginning was thinking, okay, I need this to be ethical. I don't just want to rip people off or make money for the sake of making money. I genuinely want whatever I'm promoting to be good. So I was really trying to get my head around that. I was speaking to my two business partners, like, oh, guys, what can I really write about? And everyone was like, look, we want to be ethical. We want to be genuine. So let's just make sure above anything else that the products we are talking about are actually good. So yeah, that was a little bit of insight into how I actually found the niche. Hope that's useful.
No, I love it. Love it. That's gold, because again, you want to, like, if you're just starting out, you want to be comfortable with the products and stuff like that you're promoting. Just like you've just said, it's best to keep things ethical, and it's going to show in the type of content that you create for your sites. It's going to show that in the way you market things. And I think you've done a great job there with your niche selection and that process too. And I think if people out there that are watching this, if you're struggling, that's probably the similar route that you want to take, because and that's something I always try and recommend, is try and choose something that you're somewhat interested in or passionate about or have experience with. That way it's going to be easier for you to create content, it's going to be easier to market, and as you know now, Nick, like it's starting to pay off.
I mean, I still feel like I'm a complete amateur at the same time, but I see the likes, you see people that are doing insanely well with affiliate marketing, and one of the big things I battle with is keeping myself motivated and on track. I'm pretty driven with it all, but I want to almost see I'm getting somewhere. So I can feel a little bit like, am I as far as I should be? How much traffic? Some of the people in the group are saying, I'm getting tens of thousands of visitors a month. And I'm thinking, well, I'm not there yet. So I'm trying not to measure myself too much against, other people that may be further ahead.
Yeah. I think a lot of people in that same position too, because, it could be a time thing. It could be the niche. It could be, search traffic that's around the niche sort of thing, where some people can just, they might have got lucky as well and picked the right niche, picked the right products, and actually ranked. But it's when you start comparing yourself with other people, that can really demotivate you, and it can sort of put you a few pedals back, or a few steps back. It's sort of, you got to watch yourself with that. It's good to see that you're growing though. It might have taken a little while for your site compared to some people, but you've got that upward trend and you're starting to see some decent results, and that's really good. So how did you go about finding like you said, you wanted to make sure that the products were good and that you're going about it ethically. How did you go about finding products and things like that? Was there a specific thing that you followed along with, or?
So initially I thought, right, ClickBank's going to be the place to go. And although it's a brilliant affiliate network, I couldn't really find anything that I could personally get behind, in this particular niche. So what I did was I went onto Google and just searched my niche with affiliate products, with affiliate program on the end, and what I did was basically search the issue and the problem and some of the pains, and then went through different websites and looked at the bottom of the page to see which one of them had an affiliate program. And and I found a couple that I felt really confident about. And at that point I then reached out to the owners of the products that I was wanting to promote and asked if I could possibly have a copy or have access to their product to write about it and review it to our audience. And a lot of people to start with, weren't really very forthcoming with that. They weren't really sort of, I think because I was starting out, but I just kept asking, people of the websites where I thought the products were good. And then, from there, I got access to a couple of affiliate products. started writing, started documenting things about it. And then I also looked at how people were responding to these products. So you can use websites like Trustpilot to find the things people are not liking about things, but the things that people really like. So I did a bit of that as well. I try and almost watch people and see how they respond to these products as well. And it ends up being quite an easy way to genuinely write about a product. I don't, in my articles as well, always sort of hard sell the product. I just try and talk to them like you taught me, as if they're a friend of mine, and that maybe it's a product I recommend, but there are other ones out there. And that not only unlocks the potential for other, keywords and other traffic, but also gives you a really good chance of building trust between you and your reader. So yeah, that's sort of that really. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's awesome. And like just sort of looking at the products and it's almost sort of spying on what other people are thinking and getting testimonial, like looking at the testimonials and other reviews and sites like Trustpilot. You can sort of pick apart. You can use a lot of that sort of stuff when writing your content as well, because you can go, okay, well, I know people don't like this, so I can sort of write about those things maybe in a review or in your content. So no, that's really good. So so I'm just going to sort of backtrack. So
yeah,
we can get the story here. Where you sort of picked the product, a few products that you wanted, and you've sort of looked for pains and struggles and things around those products to make sure that there's search intent and buyer intent and things like that. What sort of struggles did you have with that? Did you have any real struggles sort of? I know you said that with finding, like getting the review copies from the actual product owners was hard. Did you come across any other hurdles or anything like that? Because I know a lot of people struggle with a lot of stuff like this.
Yeah, the main thing I struggled to really work out was the whole concept of building links and backlinks. I thought, right, I can definitely write. So I'll write a lot of the stuff myself, outsourced a little bit. Obviously, I've used your service, Authority Rocket, and they've been some of my best performing articles. But yeah, really, I really struggled to work it out. I thought, well, how can I actually build these backlinks? So, I went through a lot of your sort of training and resources in the group, and yeah, it was links, building links. I just, for the life of me at the start, I couldn't work it out. But, now I feel much more confident, and, on a monthly basis, I always aim to, build a certain amount of links for each site. But I got started with the link building, I think, with blog comments. So going on to other websites in my niche, sometimes even competitors, and just leaving a comment, but actually adding something to the conversation. So yeah, I said to myself, right, to start with, I'm going to aim to get 100 blog comments accepted. And then from that point, I sort of then focused on guest posts. So guest posts were the links I had the most success with. And you can either, use websites like Legit and Conquer. There are guest posting services there. I've have actually had some success with that, but the best links is actually by speaking to some of even the affiliate programs that I'm having success with and saying, look, could I write an article on your blog? And most of the time when you start promoting a product, it's quite easy to start building a relationship with the affiliate manager. On a couple of occasions, they've had access to other websites where I can then write, a guest post for another website. So genuine link building, I suppose, through relationships. That was really, the pain of trying to work out how to build links. And that was almost the way I managed to solve that issue for myself. In part, I'm still learning a lot, but yeah, that was one of the biggest struggles.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do struggle with it because it's such a tedious task, and it's not the most exciting thing to build backlinks. But that's what it's all about, is building a relationship with other people. And like you said, and if you can outsource, yeah, definitely outsource. It makes things a lot easier. So yeah, when you were sort of, so you how many blog posts would you have now on that site?
So on that site, I would say close to 100 now.
Yep.
So yeah, I want more, of course, but it's just the time around everything else. So yeah, coming close to 100, I started to see a little bit of activity in terms of traffic after I hit about 20, 30 articles, with some of the, lower competition keywords where they didn't have too much traffic. But I've found that if you can rank for a keyword in the top 10, even if there's not that much traffic, it helps the other articles, if you're interlinking on your website, sort of juice them up. And to start with, you might not be seeing that much traffic, but if you're just at least getting a few keywords in the top 10, it almost starts to snowball, I've found. Yeah, that was where it all starts to move. But yeah, close to 100 articles on that website now.
I think
Awesome.
like a lot of people that are probably just starting, they probably think, 100 articles, that's a lot. Like you got to remember, you've had this site for over a year now, so you've
year and a
probably
half.
you've probably taken a while to write those. And like if you get into a routine, you probably found this yourself, and even if you're outsourcing some of them, but if you get into a bit of a routine, it does get a lot easier. It's like some people, before they start writing their content, they're like, oh, I hate writing articles, it's such a pain. Like, what am I going to write about? What if my articles aren't good enough? Or what if the way I lay it out isn't right or something?
Mm-hmm.
But if you just start writing, and like a lot of time when I started, I just write without stopping. I just write, and then as a draft, and then I'd fix it up and then edit it and then put it on the site. And then once you start seeing some results, it sort of motivates you that little bit, doesn't it? Like you sort of go, okay, well, put another article out, or maybe I get some more traffic.
I mean, so what do you? I was going to ask. So, what do you usually aim for with a website? I suppose it depends on the niche, but if you're trying to build an authority website, I suppose, because people talk about them differently, don't they? They have niche websites that are maybe, well, I suppose they can be the same, but an authority website, how many pages would you say one of those usually has? Because I think that's what I'm trying to build. Maybe in the long term, I'm not sure. I just want to keep putting articles on, really.
With your authority sites, I think like a couple of hundred posts is sort of a good benchmark sort of thing. Like after you start hitting 100 posts, it's starting to creep up there to a bit more of an authority type site. Whereas the small niche sites, it might be around a specific topic, and you might aim for about 30 posts. And that's what I normally aim for with the small niche sites. And I've sold websites. I sold a site for $100,000 on Flipper, and I think it had like 24 pages. And the reason why it went so good is because it actually ranked for a couple of really good keywords that was bringing in a lot of traffic, and the content that I had on there. And all it was a bit of a story. I was answering some questions within there through my story, and sort of showing them a product that helped me, and then like I recommended it, and it just took off, and it was a winner pretty much right from the start. And
do you mind me asking what sort of monthly traffic that website in particular was getting?
Yep. So it was getting about 12,000. So it wasn't a lot. Yeah, it wasn't a lot. So it was about 12, 15,000, I think. Just trying to think.
That's cool.
It was like 500-600 visitors a day or something like that, from memory. But because it converted so well, and it didn't always convert great at the start. And this is what I always recommend people, and even if you haven't done this, Nick, with your site, is always go back over your articles. And if you can tweak things and fix things up in a way where it might help your conversion rate, definitely do it. Because what I do is I'll wait till I get a bit of data, and look at those articles and the traffic that's gone to them, and look at my conversion rate and how many people are clicking my affiliate links. And then I'll think, how can I make it better? How can I get people to that offer quicker? Or how can I qualify those people? And then I might tweak my content. I might tweak the way it's laid out. I might tweak the color of the link. Or it's always about testing and tweaking. So that's what I did. And I think I was getting like 1 in 100 like 1 in 100 affiliate clicks would buy the product.
Okay.
So that's like 1 in 100, and then I got it down to it's like 1 in 70 or something like that, and then I got it all the way down to like 1 in 20 sort of thing. So good. 1 in 20 people that were clicking my affiliate link were buying the product, and because I went over it and tweaked it and tested and things like that, I was able to get that conversion rate down. And I highly recommend doing that. Like if you haven't done it yourself, and anyone that's watching this, if you've got a website up already.
There is one other question. I know, and you'd said it to me before, but I couldn't remember. How do you use Google Search Console to improve your site? I think you said before you go and look which keywords bring in the traffic, but maybe you look at which pages are performing well. Do you do anything in particular? Maybe a page that's getting impressions but not clicks, and do anything to that keyword or the article? Sorry, I meant to ask you this, so might as well ask.
Yeah. So with Google Search Console, the new one that's come out a few months back, if you see that there's like 4 or 5 tabs, like 2 of them are colored, and then there's like 2 or 3 that aren't. If you actually click on them, it'll color them, and it'll show you the click-through rate. It will show you the ranking positions, I think, as well.
Okay, cool.
So only 2, but if you click those, it'll display extra columns in the Google Search Console, and so then you can have a look and see your click-through rate, how many impressions you're getting, what's your average position, and things like that. So you can actually sort through each page as well. So you click on the page tab, and it'll bring down which page is actually showing those impressions and what's your average click-through rate. A good way to do it is go over the ones that have a poor click-through rate, and then maybe look at your title tag for your SEO title tag for those pages, and try and make them a little bit more clickable. Maybe add some numbers, or might be a year, things that are going to try and get people to click. So it might be, say if you've done a review, we'll use the good old dog training niche. Could be Doggy Dan's review, which is an affiliate product on ClickBank, and then you might have something like my shocking results, or something that's going to entice people to click and get some curiosity or something like that, or you won't believe what happened, or sort of clickbaity type stuff, and it's going to increase your click-through rate. But you also want to make sure that your content on that page, when they land on it, 1, it's going to load fast, 2, it's going to give them a good user experience, and 3, it's sort of going to either answer the question that they've originally searched for to get to that page, or sort of lead them into that answer. So when they're reading the content, they know they're going to get the answer.
Got you. Cool. No, thank you for that. I meant to ask. So yeah, I've found this really useful. Definitely. So
no worries. So with your site, how long did it take you to actually sort of start seeing a bit of traffic? Like, I know you said you've had it for a while. Did you throw up a couple of articles, and then sort of how long did it take to start seeing some traffic and start seeing some money coming in?
Yeah, it really, to be honest, I think took probably about 5 months before really I was seeing much traffic at all. And you can imagine those 5 months I was feeling pretty, what have I just done, with my time? So yeah, really traffic starts to trickle in after about 5 months, which is quite slow, definitely. I think the experienced people would say, oh, that's not very good. But as a complete newbie, I was pretty pleased with it. And sales, it really started to roll about 9 months into it, and I started to see that sales were coming in. And one of the programs I was promoting was a reoccurring program, which it means it's built up, and I keep adding conversions each month. And yeah, it took a while, and it's still definitely in the early stages, but I'm just willing to keep going at it. And one thing I'm sure of now is the more useful content I get up there, the better chance I've got of building something that is going to provide a great income, and maybe we can sell for a nice payday. But I'm really patient with it. I think probably running the business I run, I've learned to, I don't need to, I'm definitely not a millionaire, nowhere near. But I hope to, get there one day, and I'm just willing to keep going as long as it takes, 5, 10 years, whatever. It's fun. I'm enjoying everything I'm doing. So yeah.
I think that's the
Patience.
goal. Yeah, patience and do the things you love.
Yeah.
If money comes in in bunches after that, well, then it's a bonus, isn't it? But
100%.
yeah, I won't. We'll try not to make this too long, because I know a lot of people don't like massively long videos. But so for people that are just starting out, or for people that are sort of, maybe they're demotivated, or they're sort of on the brink of giving up or anything like that.
Yeah.
Have you got any tips that you'd like to share, or words of advice moving forward?
Yeah, I would. So if you're feeling at a point where you're just feeling a bit deflated by it, I would try and take a step back and look at how long it's taken you, but where you've come. One thing I did, I think, was, I listened to a lot of Gary V, and I'm quite into self-development and all that sort of thing. And I think if you give up, you don't know if you're just literally on the brink of starting to see some success. So if you can say to yourself that your policy is almost whatever happens, I go at it each day, each week, and day by day is the way to do it. My websites are nowhere near where I'd like them to get to, but just appreciating maybe where you're at in that point of time. If you've taken a website that didn't exist to even just getting a handful of visitors each month, then you've achieved something. If you've made one affiliate sale, you can do that 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000 times. It is a subject, I think, affiliate marketing, that requires patience. So just don't give up. If you're passionate about the topic, keep going, speak to your friends, ask them to have a look at what you're doing. People that don't know internet marketing, people I've trying to have a conversation with them, it's like I'm speaking another language a lot of the time. I go to parties and things now, with my fiance, friends, and I hear myself and I'm like, oh my God, I'm talking about SEO again, or these people are just, but I've got quite passionate about it. So yeah, I'd just immerse yourself in it, get involved in Facebook groups. Warren's has been the most useful resource I've found. Ask people questions and tell them, look, I'm struggling. How am I doing? And they will pick you up. So yeah, it's all in your mind. It's all in the mindset.
Yeah,
definitely.
Excellent. Thanks for that. Again, like, you're documenting a lot of the stuff that you do in your Amazon business and your affiliate site, business in general, on your ebusinessboss.com, is it? Yeah,
that's it.
Website. So yes. Like, if people are watching this now, like if you're watching this now, I highly recommend jumping over and having a look at Nick's blog. And he's also got a YouTube channel too. So I'll leave the links in the description for the YouTube channel. Have you got an actual channel name for your YouTube channel?
Yeah. So it's just eBusiness Boss. And guys, we'd love to have you as part of the community. Warren, that's so kind of you to mention it. So yeah, we've got the blog, which we try and document a lot of our Amazon journey and things we're learning about affiliate marketing as well. And the YouTube channel, we aim to put a useful video up every single week. So if you search eBusiness Boss on YouTube, you'd find us. And anything you've got a question about, always encourage people to leave a comment on any video. I'd love to see if I can help you out.
Yeah. No, I reckon that's great. Like I said before, it's, like, other people can see your journey, and I'm sure it's going to help them a lot as well. I know with my case studies and things like that, a lot of people have read them, and it's helped them, sort of sparked ideas and things like that. So
massively,
stuff like that, and sharing your vulnerabilities and your pains and things, people will relate to you, and I think it's definitely going to help. So good stuff with that. Hope you keep going with it.
Thanks so much for your help. Master. Thank you, because it's it's all been possible through your training, your teaching. So, and thanks to everyone in the affiliate marketing ninja community, because you guys really have helped me out along the way. So yeah, great
No worries
community
at
to get
all.
involved with, definitely.
Thanks heaps, mate. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Nick, is there anything else that you'd like to add to this video at all, or
No,
is there anywhere else that we can find you? Is it
yeah,
mainly YouTube and your blog that you've got?
yeah, definitely. No, that'd be great. And Warren, I think just to say thanks again for having me on.
Yep.
I've really
So,
enjoyed it, and maybe let's catch up again.
yeah,
Maybe
I
in another
reckon
year.
another few months time we'll catch up and see
Yeah,
how good you're
definitely.
progressing with that site. See if you hit that 10K milestone.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm going to need some more articles from you over at Authority Rocket. So I'll ping you an email about that as well.
Well, our writer's always ready. So
Yeah,
I just want to say a big thank you for jumping on, having this chat. I knew after talking to you the other day that you had some cool stuff to share,
yeah,
hitting that over $1,000 now a month, and things are starting to look up with your affiliate marketing site. So that's really, really good. And hopefully these tips have actually helped you, whoever's watching now. And yeah, like if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment below, or head on over to Nick's e-business boss channel and ask him anything that you'd like to ask as well. Maybe connect with him too. He's a great guy.
definitely.
CEO
Thanks,
Classic
mate.
was a good friend now, so it's no, it's good. I love watching people grow, and you're growing. You always take action, so that's great, mate. So yeah,
Appreciate it.
thanks for. No worries. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, and hope to see you in that group. Cheers.
Cool.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.